Alright guys, welcome to Paul Bart's Garage. Today I kind of want to talk to you things to look out for when you're buying aftermarket wheels. I bought this 2013 Dodge Challenger in April of last year, and one of the first mods that most people do, or I did, was bought Hellcat rep wheels. And I didn't do my research on what the offset should be on the wheels, and I trusted the shop that I got them from, and it was MFM Performance in Pensacola, Alabama, or Pensacola, Florida, excuse me. And when I bought them, put them on the car, you know, everything looked natural, everything looked fine. But I noticed that the 295, 45, 20 tires that I had on here were sticking out of the fender well quite a bit. And come to find out, after I took the wheel off and went and checked the millimeter on it, and actually called the shop, and they couldn't tell me, he couldn't remember what it was. And anyway, when I got to looking, it was only 10 millimeter offset. And on I know a 2012, 13, and 14 Challenger, and those are the only three I can speak on because I actually know people that bought these wheels and put them on there. And we all three went through fitment problems. But if you don't have at least a 20 millimeter offset, most of these wheels aren't going to sit right, and when you go to put water tires on there, they're going to scrub because you don't have enough offset. But anyway, when I bought the first set of wheels back in April of last year, you have to excuse me, these gnats out here in Mexico are killing me. But anyway, when I bought the set of wheels and put them on here, like I said, the back ones set out pretty big because I had them 295 tires on here, and didn't like the way I didn't like the stance. I like a wide stance in a muscle car, and as you can see, the tires I have on them now are 315s. And another thing that you need to look for when you're buying wheels is when you put a wide tire on a car like this, and it has a 20 millimeter offset. It's a 10.5 with a 20 millimeter offset in the back. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see or not or tell, but the tires are kind of bowed out a little bit on both sides. And I think there's no way that you can take the car and have it the camber adjusted on the back, because there's no adjustment on any of the stock stuff on these Challenger, or at least a 12, 13, or 14. So basically what I'm going to have to do is go in and buy some adjustable camber arms, which I found some for about $168 to put on here, and pull the toe in a little bit. And I'm putting, I got a set of Ebach Proline lowering springs I'm putting on here, and when I put them on there, I'm really going to have to get that. So it's something that you need to kind of look at when you're putting wider tires on the back and wider wheels, because what came factory on this car was 20 by 9s, because this is a RT Plus car, and it came with 20-inch wheels, which I got rid of them right away, and because it was a two-piece wheel, I didn't like it. And but after running with those, the first set of Hellcat reps I bought, I didn't like it because they weren't wide enough in the back or wide enough in the front for me, and it was a 9-inch wheel, and you can't put safely really, you know, a 275 on there for it to run right, in my opinion. I had 295s on there with a 45 sidewall, and I just didn't like it. It looked like a truck tire on this car. But anyway, to go forward another year, I ended up finding these wheels that are on here now on eBay. And the first wheels I bought was the 10.5s. When they came in, they didn't color match the original wheels I had. And the center caps were bigger. The center caps were bigger, and the pattern looked, the pattern of the wheel looked the same, but these were, they weren't the same, if that makes sense. I mean, if you stood back, you know, 10 or 15 yards, you know, they looked the same other than the color, and I was just going to take them and have them plasti dipped or powder coated. But anyway, so I had the original wheels on the front, the 20 by 9s from MFM Performance Pensacola, and I had these wheels I bought off eBay that you see on the back here, 10.5s. And I also ordered a set of Cosmos tires, which if you're looking for tires, Cosmos is a good tire to buy, and the guy's name I'm getting it from is Priority Tire off eBay. And I got these 315 35 20 ZR rated tire shipped to my front door for under 200 bucks. And then these in the front, I went with 275, a little bit wider than the 255s I originally had on here when I bought the wheel, the first set of wheels. And I went with 275 35 20 in the front. And when I ordered the second set of wheels, because I actually sold the first set of wheels that I had on the car to a guy, I think he was out of Louisiana. And but these wheels here, they were ordered from the same place I got the back ones, and it was supposed to be I actually ordered it. It was supposed to be a 9-inch wheel with the same offset, and when I got it in, I took it to the shop to have the tires and everything mounted on the car. I actually just took the wheels and the tires and left the car at my house and had them mounted on, and got home to put them on, and they were rubbing on this on this bar in here. I don't know if you can see it, but your upper tie rod and lower tie rods and stuff connect to it, and your hub and all that, and it was rubbing bad. And so I had to do something I didn't want to do, and I don't advise anybody doing it, but as you can see in here on this wheel, you see that wheel spacer in there. You know, I don't want to touch it because it's still hot, but you know, it fits over the lugs, but it was a 5mm, so I've actually got 20-something millimeter of space on here. It was 18mm offset on the wheel, and then 5 more is what, 23mm, and I don't like it, so I ordered some hub-centric spacers that, you know, come with its own, I guess your factory wheel studs fit through it, and then you put you put your lugs on it, and then it has extra set of extra set of bolts that come out, and you put you put your new lugs on it, and you actually got your full wheel stud. You're not running on just half a wheel stud and taking a chance of hitting a bump and it breaking and your wheels fall off. So when you're buying wheels, make sure that the company you're buying from knows what millimeter. It's got to be at least a 20mm offset, I know, for a 2012, 13, or 14. Because if it's not, then it's not going to sit right. It's when you get wider tires, it's not going to sit in right. You're going to have scrubbing issues, and you know, it's going to be bad for you. But this is just some of the things to look out for, and I think they look pretty good. I need to clean them. Like I said, I got some Eibach Proline Lorne springs. I just got to order the 2 camber arms for the back so I can adjust it out when I go to do a when you go to do a front and rear in alignment. They can do a front, but they can't do a rear because nothing's adjustable on these cars, or at least for a 12, 13, or 14. So that's something to think about. When you lower a car, your camber in the back is going to be off, and your car may vibrate at certain speeds, and when you're looking at it from the back, it looks like something's wrong with it, and that's why. And I think the cheapest I've been able to find, and I can't remember the name brand, but they were really nice looking, and you could tell it's made with good material, and it was on eBay for $168. And so I got them coming in. I got the Proline Eibach springs, and as soon as all that comes in, then I'll put the car on and then take it to the shop and have an alignment done. But I really like the stance. I really like those tires, but you can tell when you're looking at it straight on that the tires are cambered out. So that's how I know that something's not right with it. When I drive it, it drives good, but I know it's not right, and I like my stuff to be right, so that'll be an issue that I need to address. But just make sure when you get wheels, you ask them. You get on the some of the Challenger or Dodge Mopar websites and or car clubs. Ask a lot of questions. I didn't. I was so excited to get the wheels on here. I didn't ask questions. I should have. I just trusted the shop I was buying them from to give me the right offset, and I'm having to buy new wheels now. Simply because I want to go with a wider tire. Now, I ran them for a whole year, and they were fine, and they looked fine. I had a lot of people comment how beautiful they were, but in order for me to put a wider tire on there, like a 315, what's on here now, I had to go with a different wheel. Well, actually, I had to go with a 10.5, at least a 10.5, to get a 315 tire on there, and it fit, and it looked good and fit good. And not have, the tires, the way it's got to be 20mm, or it's going to either scrub or it's going to be way out here, and I didn't want that. But anyway, just things to look for. And I got a few more things coming for the car, and that I think y'all may find exciting. A few more performance upgrades, and as soon as I pull the trigger on those things after getting the springs and stuff put in, I'll try to do somewhat of an install video on them, because it's going to be an extensive, long video. And if you watch the oil change video I did, I'm sorry, it was a 40-something minute long oil change, which was probably the longest oil change in history. But I thought there was some funny content in there, and I got triggered and everything because I thought, well, you'll see the video if you see it. But anyway, if you would like and subscribe, I got more things coming, more exterior things coming that I think you're going to like. And I have another car coming to the channel that I'm going to get a race in with. It's a Coyote Mustang in 2012, that's got some good bolt-ons and stuff on it. But anyway, more about that later. But anyway, it's Paul Bart's Garage. I hope this helped you out. I hope this helps you when making a decision on buying wheels. And like I said, like and subscribe if you would. Hope you found this somewhat entertaining. Paul Bart's Garage. Peace out. Bye.